Good morning, everyone. Checking in. I know. Hopefully you'll check out my video. Just wanted to check in from the lake life down in the Ozarks. Well, as you can see, the lake life today is quite white. So it started snowing last night, and I think we were supposed to get 2 to 4 inches. I know we had 2 inches at least by now. It's supposed to snow all day, so we'll see. But it's not too cold out. At least I think it's 30. Wind's not blowing, so I can handle it, I guess. So, all right. I will add a video later too. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Good morning. So, living the lake life down in the Ozarks. They got all worked up on that last storm, giving us days of warnings how bad it was going to be. And this one they hardly said anything about. They said we might get 2 inches or something like that. This is the storm that came out of Texas. I don't know. Maybe we got 4 inches now. Started snowing last night around 10. Some beautiful pictures of the lake this morning back down in there, as you can see. So it's a winter wonderland down here in Lake of the Ozarks. Just thinking about a few months, how these trees will be green again, probably in April or so, and by the 4th of July, where there'll be hundreds of thousands of people on the lake boating before you know it. Right now, it's pretty quiet. Most of these homes on the lake are, and you can see them down in the woods, are empty in the wintertime. But then there's us that, at least me, going to try to make it through the first winter here. So might be going to some other places over the winter. If it keeps this up every week, I might be going back to someplace warmer sooner than that. But anyways, you got to take in the scenery of how pretty the trees are with snow on them. Still got some ice on them from this week's earlier storm. Got to be careful. Some of this is kind of slick. They'll be by to plow this out. This doesn't look like much. Sorry, swinging that around. But that hill, as you can hear, I'm puffing a little bit. And I walk it every day. It's pretty steep. The one I'm going up later will be even steeper. They've been doing a pretty good job of plowing it every day. I've seen some deer out this week. Saw my second eagle sitting in a tree a couple days ago. So that's kind of cool to see. Traffic's been pretty light. A lot of the homes down in Lake of the Ozarks kind of sits on hills. So, sorry, my feet making noise here, walking. probably have a hard time getting out because if they don't get plowed, they get pretty slick. That's one thing I've noticed, a little bit different than when I lived back in Iowa many years ago. We haven't had mail service all week, which I thought was kind of weird. I mean, I understand why we didn't have mail service yesterday, because it was holiday for Jimmy Carter's funeral. But we haven't had any mail service since that last storm. And the roads have been clear for days. They just got filled back up last night. So, come on, post office, get it together. What was that saying when we grew up? Either rain, wind, I don't even remember anymore. I learned it when I was a kid. Will stop the U.S. Post Service from delivering your mail, but I guess not down here in Missouri. Not bashing you. I presume maybe some of your vehicles can't make it up the hills. So maybe you need to get some four-wheel drives. Haven't had garbage picked up either. So I guess garbage man can't come out and pick up garbage when it snows. I'm going to date myself here, people, but I was born in '60. We went to school. Shoot, there was a foot of snow. They still had school back in those days. Walked to school in the snow. I had a paper out when I was little. I can't remember, probably 12 at the time, 13 when I broke my foot. Had a cast on. Put a garbage bag over the top of it. Had a walking heel on my cast. And delivered newspapers in I don't know, at least a foot of snow, and who knows what the drifts were. Drifts could have been a couple feet. Luckily on this storm, luckily on this storm, the wind hasn't been blowing, so it's not bad out. And it's like 30 degrees, so it has warmed up a little bit. These houses up here, I call them tree house homes. They're pretty. I mean, in the wintertime, they've got decks all around them. In wintertime, you can see the lake from them. But in the summertime, when the leaves are full in the trees, it's hard to see the lake from them. But anyways, just kind of showing you what the lake life is like today. This is a little longer video than I want to do. Some people may watch it, some people may not. Just my thoughts. Sad thing about California, they got a mess on their hands out there. I thank God that we might be dealing with some snow, but not dealing with a house that burned down, I guess. So that'd be a terrible thing to deal with and lose all your belongings. So pray for the people out there in California. Hope they get it figured out. And hope everybody has a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And I'm sure it's hopefully better in wherever you're living in the part of the country. Some people like snow, some people don't, but I could do without it. But we can always use the snow because it'll help when it comes springtime. All right, you guys take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye.